Hey yo fellow humans, I'm Emilia Ivaste and I'm so honored to hang out with you again. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Click the button. So this is something I've been thinking about for a couple of months now, since the episode of the Real Life podcast by Jeff and Alyssa Bethke. If you don't know them, check them out. And they were talking about how there's so much misunderstanding out there. And I don't think I have to actually explain this a lot. Honestly, we all have different views, politics, beliefs, religion, just everyday life. That unfortunately grows into a problem when we talk with people, especially online, where we can't see them face to face, but it's also a problem in real life within the work environment, even within families and friendships. Sometimes we misunderstand people, and it turns out there's a really simple solution to it. It's basically a 4-word sentence that goes like this: what do you mean? And this sounds really simple, but we don't ask it enough. The whole idea around it is when you're having a conversation with someone online, so you're on Facebook and you post something and people misunderstand you. Usually there's people fighting, especially in Christian communities where we have very established beliefs about what is wrong, what is right, and we feel like we have to really defend it. And unfortunately, that leads to greater gaps between us than actually bringing us together. Asking the question, what do you mean, makes a lot of difference. I think that the example that Jeff had given about this is when you ask him whether he's a feminist, he always asks, what do you mean? Because depending on the definition that you give to the word feminist, it can be either yes or no. And don't get me wrong, it's good to disagree, but disagreements shouldn't be the end to a conversation. They should be the beginning to it. Nowadays, when someone has different views from us, we tend to say, well, okay, let's agree to disagree. Yes, of course, let's agree to disagree, but let's also discuss, because there is maybe something that we can learn from the other person or something that they can learn from us. So let's not shut down conversations. As long as they happen in a respectful way in which both parties are willing to hear out the other part and understand their point of view, then we should be having these conversations. In summary, in order to avoid misunderstandings, let's ask, what do you mean? Or just simply saying, I want to try to understand you. Can you please explain more? I do that when people tell me who they voted for and I don't agree. I would just ask, okay, I want to understand why. Even if I don't agree with it, I want to understand it. Because at the end of the day, we're here to love each other. And how can you love people if you shut them out? So let's love each other, let's try to understand each other, and let's accept each other, if not necessarily the views. Okay humans, if you liked the video, give it a like. Even if you didn't, also subscribe, because who knows, maybe a better one is coming. So stay tuned. Leave a comment if there's anything you want to say on the topic, or any ideas of videos you want to see from me, and I'll see you next time. Bye fellow humans.